What's going on, guys? My name is harrisonnevel. Welcome to how to tell if your Yeezy 350 boosts are real or fake. With the way fakes are going now, they're getting insanely good and it's almost impossible to tell if yours are real or fake. If you go through eBay, Craigslist, there's really not many ways to tell. So I wanted a pair of these for the longest time and I finally got my hands on one. These are the Oxford Tans, but this guide will help you on any Yeezy release. Pirate Blacks, Turtle Doves, Moon Rocks, anything. Now I'm going to show you every little thing to be warned about while buying a pair, but the one thing that you can tell overall with the shoe would be the insole. You can see in the close-up shot that it is flat. There's no bubbling whatsoever. On a fake pair, there's a lot of bubbling around the logo. The other fakes are getting good at making the insole, but they cannot get that logo correct. It's flat and spaced out and there's no puffing whatsoever. As we get started, I'll tell you, I pretty much had every fake pair in my hands. I had a buddy who bought a bunch of them and I actually got a chance to see all of them up close. So I'm gonna give you little details and pictures of those fake ones and compare to the real ones. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing we're gonna look at is the box. This is gonna have a few signs to tell if your shoes are real or not. With the boxes, they pretty much got them perfect. The letters are all matched up. The numbers are usually right. There should be a little line under the 1 if it's a size 10 or above, like right there. As you can see, there should be a line under it. The biggest thing with the front of the box is the barcode should scan. It should scan the exact shoe you have, the exact size. So for this one, it should scan Oxford Tan, size 9.5, and everything like that. So I'll go ahead and show you now. So just take your regular scanner app on the phone, hold it up to the barcode, and it should say it right there. As you can see, it says Adidas Men's Yeezy Boost 350 Oxford Tan Lightstone Oxford Tan Fabric, size 9.5. That's a big thing right there. It should say the exact size, the exact colorway. If it says anything else a different size, they're not real because it has to scan to that. The inside is pretty simple. You should get this paper that's kind of glossy. It should be pretty quality. You should get a good amount and it shouldn't be cheap paper. This is kind of quality just for being paper. So pulling out the first shoe, you should see it as a hang tag. All the fakes are gonna have this. They're pretty much perfect on that. They've gotten that down to pretty much science, and pretty much the whole look of the shoe is pretty much perfect on the fakes. But when you look at the laces, a lot of the fake Oxford Tans have the wrong laces. These should be a solid color and have no sort of pattern in them. A lot of the fakes have a pattern just dyed the tan color of like the Pirate Blacks. On the toe stitching, you should see a square to an X. They've gotten this pretty much perfect, but you can just kind of replicate it to what you see there and see if it looks similar to that. Looking up closer at the laces, you can see it is a tan color that is just solid. There's no pattern whatsoever inside of it. Looking on the outside of the shoe, you should see a faint green pattern here, just like all the other Yeezy 350 Boosts. It's sitting on top of that tan. When you look at the pattern on this side, it should swoop upwards and then be straight on this side, not just go straight down into the bottom of the shoe. On the inside, you should have a suede material. A lot of the fakes haven't gotten that right, but they're getting better at it now. And it should be very imprinted there, that little Adidas logo and the YZY on this one. It should be imprinted. It shouldn't have any sort of faintness to it. You should know that it was imprinted into that suede. Now when taking out the shoe, you should see the white paper inside. There shouldn't be any fake cardboard shoe tree or anything. You should see a material like this. Looking at the insole, it should say Adidas with a logo and then Yeezy. It should be very crisp. The lettering shouldn't have any fraying around the edges or whatnot. The inside of the shoe should have this suede material. It kind of goes all the way around the heel, as well as up here you can see it there again. On the inside of the shoe, you should see this black stitching. Again, the fakes are usually going to have this, along with this straight tan line down the middle. That's another thing the fakes usually have. You can see the pattern there on the inside. That's how it should look. And then also you have the size tag here. The number on this should match the outside of the box, but again, I've seen fakes with that matching too, so they're just getting really good at this. Looking at the boost material, you should see these little dots here. Those should be more defined, as you can see there. And there's little wrinkles all over the boost that you can see if you're looking up close. It's hard to get on camera, but those little wrinkles should be on there. The boost material should be softer. As you can see, you can push down on it, but not too soft where your finger goes completely through it. On the bottom of the shoe, the fakes have got it pretty much perfect. They'll have everything that you can see here, the boost logo and whatnot on the back. Now there should be little holes like here on the back side of the shoe, but I have seen fakes with this also. So that just tells you how good they're getting with these fakes, but there should be little dots on the bottom. If they're not, these shoes will usually be fake. Again, you can see them here, just a little hole, but nothing really much to distinguish. Looking at the heel tab, there should be a perfect rectangle here. Again, they're getting good at that. And then on the side, this should be a perfect square. It shouldn't be a little bushed up here. There shouldn't be a lot of loose threads. You should just see a perfect square. And then again on this sock liner here, there's not much difference. It should match the bottom of the shoe. Other than that, there's not really much to distinguish. Last thing I'm going to show you is there's this stitching here. It should be rounded. It shouldn't come to a point, stop and go. It should be a little bit rounded, as you can see. Now, buying these shoes, again, you can never be too cautious. If it comes with a receipt, don't think that they're real, because I've had fake receipts in my hand and that doesn't mean anything at all. The receipts can be easily replicated, as well as the boxes, so be very cautious. So the reason I give you all these facts is just so you spend your money wisely. You can get scammed really easy on eBay and Craigslist for a fake pair because it's really hard to tell nowadays. So just use your money wisely. If you want to buy a fake pair, that's up to you. I'm not going to judge you. There's a lot of people who don't agree with them. If it's your money, you're going to spend what you want. Getting these is about $82,000 for the Moonrocks and the Oxford Tans, and the Turtle Doves and Pirate Blacks are going to be about $1,500 to $2,000. So if you want to spend $200 on fakes, which is the original price of the real ones, that's up to you. If you want to buy a real pair, that's how I feel. I want to own a real pair just because of the authentic Kanye name and whatnot. If anything, if you're going to spend the money, go with a retailer if you can, like Flight Club. I know their prices are outrageous, or Riff LA. Just go with somewhere you can trust, because eBay is just so risky. You can get your money back, but it's just so risky to easily get your money taken from you. This is a great looking shoe, so spend your money wisely. There are rumors that there are going to be 4 times the amount of pairs of these coming in February when they go to stores. So the new 6 colorways I think they're expecting are going to have 4 times the amount of pairs, which would be about 200 per store compared to 50. So maybe look out for that. Save your money right now, because these are just going through the roof. Maybe the prices will drop, maybe they'll go up. I'm not sure, but if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe here if you're new. This is Harrison signing out.